Hey everybody, it's me, Tom Angelberger, the author of Strange Case of Origami Yoda and the Two-Headed Chicken books. I'm here today to show you how to play mini golf. That's a kind of miniature golf you can play with just pen and paper. It's in my book, or you can download it from the website, twoheadedchicken.com. But all you really need to play it is pen and paper. So if you stick with me, I'll show you how to play it and how to make your own courses. First, though, let me show you how it works into the book, Two-Headed Chicken. This is the second book in the series, and they're traveling through, well, it's way too complicated to explain, but they end up, in this book, they're Two-Headed Chicken, who's now a snail. It's so hard to explain, but they end up playing miniature golf, and in the book, it actually shows you how to play the game. And if you've ever played my Star Wars pen and paper games, you'll recognize these same drawings. This is the same kind of flick the pencil game we've been playing for years, but now it's got a miniature golf theme, and I think it's actually a lot of fun to play. So in the book, it has their instructions, and then it actually has a course that you can play right there in the book. And of course, it says if you don't want to mess up the book, or if it's a library book, you can download it at twoheadedchicken.com. And you really can. Go to twoheadedchicken.com. You can download this course and play it. And you can also download these other courses and play them. We've got minimal mini golf, water hazard mini golf, some monster-based one. This one's got Godzilla. We've got a very proper miniature golf featuring British gentlemen. And of course, since it's Origami Yoda related, it's got squirrel power. All right, but you actually, like I said, don't need any of these things. So let me put these aside for right now. And I'll show you how to play with just a pen and paper. I'll explain the rules and show you how to play. And then I'll show you how to make your own courses, because I think that's almost as much fun or even more fun than playing. Plus, that way you can make new courses and challenge your friends and enemies to a game of miniature golf. Mini golf. All right, so the way you play this game, you can play it usually with paper and a regular pen. To make it show up a little more clearly on this video, I've made a larger square, and I'm using a big magic marker here to play with. So what I've done is I've got a little course here. Let's say this is hole number 1. Here's the actual hole here, and here's the starting dot. You're going to put the pen on the starting dot, hold it lightly with your index finger of your left hand, or your right hand if you're left-handed, and then with your right hand, you're going to get ready to flick like this. You're going to come down here and aim as best you can and flick. What a disaster. That only went a tiny bit. I have to apologize. I'm trying to do this while standing up. It's a little more difficult. Give me a do-over, would you? Okay. All right. That time we went a little better, but not very far. It only went out to about here. So I'm going to make a dot there, and I'm going to try again. Well, that one was a little more under control. It made a dot there. I'm getting close enough I can aim for the hole now. Oh, and I just came short. Another dot there. And I'm finally in the hole. As soon as you touch any part of the hole, the inside or the outside, you've got the ball in the hole. So now we count up the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. So our score would be 4. Now, if you ever want to do this with another person, or if you just want another try, you can grab another color of magic marker or pen and try again. So I'm going to start here on the corner again. This time I'm going to try a different strategy. I'm actually going to aim for a wall this time, and I'll show you why. On the obstacle courses that we made with Star Wars stuff, you wanted to avoid the walls. But here it can be really good to hit the walls. So I'm going to go 1. Ooh, I didn't quite hit the wall. Okay, so I draw a dot. I'm pretty sure I can get to the wall this time. I did. I lost my pen. And where it hit the wall, it's going to bounce. So I'm not going to draw a dot. I get a free shot. Whenever you hit the wall, that's a free shot because it bounces. So now I'm going to go here, it'd be hard to actually aim it perfectly at the hole, so I'm actually going to aim for this area here and hopefully hit the wall again. Here we go. I'm going to try for a really long shot this time. Oh, man, I didn't quite get it. Now I'm close enough, so I do draw a dot because I didn't hit the wall. I draw the dot. Now I'm close enough. I should be able to hit it in the hole from here. And I did. So let's count up this time. Remember, you just count the dots. 1, 2, 3. The red player got 3 because they used the wall to help them get closer. So that's your first idea of how this game works. Let's try a little more complicated hole now. This hole has got walls sticking out into it. So if you hit the wall in the wrong place, it may block you from getting to the hole. But if you hit the wall in the right places, it may actually help you get to the hole. Let's see if I can do that. I'm going to start on my starting dot. Oh, didn't quite make it. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, when I look really closely, there's a very faint line going to the wall. We might argue about that if we were playing in real life, but for the purpose of this video, I'll say that was a hit the wall. So it is very faint there. So now I'm going to turn my paper. Remember, I'm not drawing a dot because this is a bounce right here. Now I'm going to make sure I get to this wall. Got that one. I bounce again. I'm looking at a possible hole-in-one here. Oh, no! I shanked it. Way over here. I don't think we can even call that a bounce, so I've got to draw a dot. But now, hopefully, I'm close enough to get it. Got it. So that was 2 dots, this dot and that dot. So the red player scored a 2 on that one. Just for... see how we do here. I'll really quickly play the green player, see if he can do any better. He goes for the wall. Oh, he's blown it. He didn't make it to the wall. That's 1. That was actually kind of nice. He gets right around that obstacle there. Misses. No, he's not going to beat red player. Oh, in fact, he's missed. Oh, this is a disaster. Oh my, it's an embarrassment for the green player. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, green player, you've disappointed everybody. All right, now one last thing here before we start making our own. I want to show you about how obstacles work. First of all, I always think it's best to have all the obstacles on a course the same color. It just helps things stand out. Like on the squirrel one, all the obstacles are brown nuts. Or on the British gentleman one, all the obstacles are actually the black and white British gentlemen themselves. Okay, so in this case, all obstacles would be orange. That's to help you know that this wall up here is there to help you. It's not an obstacle, it's green, it's just a wall, but this is an obstacle. So you either want to avoid it or, if possible, use it to your advantage. Let's see how that might work. When you hit an obstacle, let's hope I can actually hit the obstacle. Okay, I hit the obstacle. You draw a dot where you hit the obstacle. Now, we're going to have to do our best to ignore this line. That's one of the messy things about miniature golf. Miniature golf. Sometimes you end up with some extra lines. So you draw a line where you hit the obstacle, but then you can draw another dot anywhere else on that obstacle. So I'm going to try to put mine right here like this. Now I get a shot. Hopefully I can hit the hole. Yeah, I think maybe we barely got that. Let's call it. So that's 1, 2, 3. So in some cases, it might help you to use the obstacle, but in other cases, it's best to avoid it. Let's see if we can do better by avoiding it, maybe even, if possible, using that wall. We'll have to see. So the red player is going to go now. Let's see how the red player does. Okay, hits this wall here, so that's a bounce. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can hit this. Got it. That's another bounce. And now I'm headed for the hole. Once again, I do need to make sure I avoid that obstacle. So I'm going to try to go this way a little bit and hit the wall again. Okay, I'm bouncing off the wall. Now I'm close enough. I'm going to try for the hole, and it would be a hole-in-one because it's all been bounces so far. And it is. It's a hole-in-one. Hey, it took me 2 when I did this my practice version to prepare for the video. All right, so now you know how to play the game. It's all about using obstacles or avoiding them, and using walls or sometimes avoiding them, and getting to the hole. It's hard to perfect the pencil flick, but you can definitely get better at it and learn to take long shots and sometimes even steer the shots a little bit. You'll get used to that. Now what you can do if you want to try it out right away is, like I said, you can download these from twoheadedchicken.com so you can try them out. A good one to try out first might even be the Minimal Miniature Golf. That one's pretty straightforward. But let's talk now about how to make your own courses. So let me put this stuff aside. You'll see a lot of these courses that I've made. This one has 9 holes on one sheet of paper. That's a lot, and they ended up a little small. This one has, let's see, 6 holes on a sheet of paper. I find that size works out pretty good, trying to fit 6 on one sheet. So let me get a new sheet of paper here. Hopefully without destroying my setup here. Let me get a new sheet of paper. So let's think about somebody else showed me. I showed them how to do it, and then they showed me how great it is to start out in the middle of the paper with an unusual shape for one of the holes. So let's say that's one of the holes. We'll just draw it like that. And now I'm going to fit the other shapes around it like this. I find it can be useful to have some holes that are pretty straightforward like that. And then if you want to, you can have a couple holes that are kind of wild and wacky. Maybe not all of them. That might be too much. Like that. And then let's go ahead and have some kind of theme for this course. Let's make the theme a dinosaur. So here I'm going to draw a dinosaur. I have a lot of videos about drawing dinosaurs or other things if you don't know how to draw a dinosaur yet. I'm just going to draw this dinosaur here. You weren't expecting a realistic dinosaur, I hope. Like that. All right, so I've made this course red. So let me make the obstacles blue. We'll say the obstacles are mostly blue. So you can go through and do one at a time and think about exactly how you want it. Or you can just sort of go crazy, start drawing some shapes on here. It's all up to you how you want to do it. It's none of my business. You can do it however you want to. I'm going to outline this dinosaur in blue. I think he's an obstacle that you probably don't want to hit. All right. And now go through and add in the starting points. So make a little box somewhere and put a dot in it. And then somewhere else, put a hole. That's going to be trouble, that one there. That's going to be tricky. Let's see. This will be, and it can help to number them if you are going to be keeping score. So we'll do this one like this. Okay, I'm going to try to make this one a hole-in-one possibility by giving them an extra wall there to maybe help out. Maybe even an extra wall there to help out. Let's see, this one, number 3, will start here. And you'll have to, let's see, this looks a little too easy right now. You would just go like this. So let's make it harder by adding another obstacle. Man, now it's going to be really tough. You have to decide whether you want to blaze on through or go around. Number 4 is the big horseshoe. That one looks tough enough as is. I'm not going to add anything to that. It actually looks pretty tricky. In fact, I might add a little thing there that might help you out. If you can hit this, get a nice bounce off of that. We'll make this one number 5. That one should be, we'll leave that one, make it pretty easy. And finally, for number 6, this is going to be, oops, that should have been a solid dot up there. For number 6, you're going to have to risk shooting it into the dinosaur's mouth for that one. All right, so there you go. There's a really quick one I made. You can spend as long as you want to and try to make them perfect. You can just have fun and make a sloppy one. As far as how much fun they are to play, sometimes the simpler shapes are actually more fun to play. But if you want to make it super challenging, that can help if you've been finding that your scores are too close with your opponents. Adding a lot of these challenges can help let the superstars really shine. All right, there you have it. That's how to play and make miniature golf courses, just like Two-Headed Chicken has here in the book. And like I said, if you want to download any of those courses, go to twoheadedchicken.com. And if you want to find out why there's a big green moose, or why there's a fish with a mustache, or why there's broccoli with a big arrow, you'll just have to read the book to find that out. All right, thanks a lot. I hope you have fun playing mini golf. If you make a great course, take a picture of it and upload it to my other website, origamiyoda.com, so you can share it with everybody over there on that website. All right, thanks a lot, everybody, and may the golf be with you. See you next time.